Right from now your need for sleep is gone. You can now stay awake till your eventual death without any consequences. How would the extra time that you get from not sleeping affect your life?
I'd spend a lot more time lying awake in bed thinking about my failings.
Fuck the time I would save from not needing to sleep. I'm fucking ecstatic for the time I get back while stressing because I can't sleep because I'm stressing about being able to sleep.
Classic WoW rank 14, here I come.
I'd also gain about 20 minutes a night not having to set 100 alarms 2 minutes apart.
I'd get a job beside uni, and have some extra time for video games and meeting people. Overall, it'd be great.
Well, seeing as I use my free time to sleep, you've essentially fucked me over.
What single object, if found on the moon, would cause the most hysteria?
We leave this as a testament, our long-awaited foray into the great unknown. In ancient Greek, the Mars rover.
Malaysian Flight 370.
Neanderthal skeleton.
Footprint from something other than the astronaut suits.
An unidentified flag right next to the US flag.
A door. Just a single door standing Monsters Incorporated style on the surface of the moon.
Military people of Reddit, Area 51 guards, how do you feel about the September 20th raid?
They are just going to let everyone in the base. Then never let them leave.
In all seriousness, I'm wondering if other bases are on alert in case this thing really goes down?
Bring lots of water? It gets hot in the frickin' desert and it's miles to get to anything.
Wouldn't hurt to have some real live news coverage here. How many people are queued up at local hotels? Any info would be worth reading.
Hopefully nobody knows about the small exhaust port that a well-aimed proton torpedo could get into and destroy the base.
If the military/government had secrets, what fun would it be to hide them at the most publicized secret facility?
What did the popular kid at your school do to go from cool to an absolute outcast?
He got a bad haircut, was teased for it and threw a temper tantrum. He literally stormed out in the middle of class. He lost his spot as king bully after that.
Joined a gang, moved up the ranks, ordered the firebombing of a rival gang member's house. Dude wasn't home but his 4 little brothers and sisters were. None of them made it out of the house. He'll be in federal lockup until the day he dies.
Semi-popular, kinda preppy kid. Tried to kill his parents by pouring vodka around their bed at night and setting it on fire because they took his CDs away.
Movie studios often remake great films that are difficult to improve upon, but what if they did the opposite? What bad film could be made into a great film if it were to be remade?
I would watch the shit out of a Super Mario Bros. Remake with Danny DeVito as Mario.
Cirque du Freak. Anybody that was a fan of the books will tell you how upsetting that movie was. Guess that applies for a ton of book adaptations though.
Just rewatched The Langoliers last night. For a terrible TV movie, it has so much potential.
Man on Fire with Denzel Washington is a remake of a terrible Scott Glenn 1987 version. Same plot just with Tony Scott's amazing style and great performances from Denzel and Fanning.
Almost any Stephen King movie from the 80s and 90s. The dude has so many great books that could be top-tier horror films, or drama a la Green Mile and Shawshank, but people just keep fucking up the adaptations.
I want a good version of Spawn. They keep talking about a remake and then nothing fucking happens.
The Dark Tower, epic 7K page Stephen King masterpiece that was filed down to a 1.5-hour piece of actual garbage.
What's the worst thing Neil Armstrong could have said while stepping on the moon for the first time?
There's a scene from the series From the Earth to the Moon when they're discussing beforehand what he should say, and Michael Collins suggests, if you had any balls at all, you'd scream "What the hell is that?" and cut your mic. It seems we're not the first ones here. Alright, I'm here, detonate the Earth.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, wow, I can see Earth, it's flat.
I claim this moon in the name of Russia.
How was that take, Mr. Kubrick?
Parents, what behavior do your kids do that you didn't actively teach them, but clearly came from them being around, raised by you?
I never paid much attention, but apparently my parents said, "Where are my fucking keys?" Enough for my little sister to pick up as a toddler. She found them once and excitedly announced, "Mommy, here's your fucking keys."
Our almost 7-year-old daughter sleeps with her hand over her crotch. Just like her father. He does it from years of sack taps from an older brother and friends. Why the fuck she does it though?
My husband randomly grabs my butt. One day our toddler grabbed my butt in front of his dad. My husband told our kid to get his own wife.
Anytime my toddler hears a horn honk he says "fucking go." Not a good look.
What is something we can all agree on being a dick move?
Not pulling over to the shoulder when an ambulance is coming.
Taking someone else's lunch from the break room fridge.
Throwing your trash on the floor.
Cutting in line when there's no emergency.
A few friends and I were eating. Bill came to the table, we all laid out our tip money, and my friend's boyfriend started pulling money out of the tip for his meal. The look on my friends' faces.
Taking up multiple seats on public transit when you can easily sit in one. Caveat, it's fine if it's mostly empty.
Beating another driver to a parking space, even though they were there first, with blinkers on, about to take it.
What was the biggest F-up of your life and how did you recover from it if you did?
Addicted to heroin. Tried rehab and AA meetings, none of that working. I moved back in with my parents and played videos game and ate terrible food for 1 year. Fixed everything. Going to an expensive college for an unnecessary degree. I just accepted the fact that barring an act of God I'll be financially fucked for a while.
I tried to join the military. Worst 12 weeks of my life.
What did your roommate do that made you think, I am living with a psycho?
I would start doing laundry and he would sneak in right after I had started the washing machine, while it was still calibrating, to pause it, and sniff/taste my underwear. I caught him one day, he claimed he was just checking something.
Shitting in the shower and talking about it like it's a normal thing.